All right, hello everyone. Nice. Pachinko marathon, I guess. All right, we are back. Good to see everyone. Let me start off by thanking all these awesome people that resubbed. Let me see. I gotta scroll down here.
Everything in that turd's path turned into shit.
All right, we have
my butt.
We have my butt. We have 13, 3 with the 94 months. Thank you. Adam Punk with the 42. Dark Dylan with 118. Big Finn with 123. Holy crap. 10 gift of subs from Army Elite. Thank you so much. Beatlit with 64, Adam L with 101, High Lord Teacher with 71 months, 75 months from Ice Snipers HD, 7 months from Finvara, 81 from Steve Rowe, 23 from Sons of Liberty, Enigma with the 30 months, good to see you, Jew Jeweler with 54, Foxy Kiss with a 67, JJ with the tier 2, 36, thank you. Yeah, you guys really spammed my feed here. Big Boss is watching you with the 30 months. Yukiwi with the 98. Through A Caliber with the 87. Dabby with the 14. FIFA with the 49. Dalton Galloway with the 18. Chad Worth with the 85. Omaru with 103. That's crazy. Old Scratch with 102. Dr. Sass with 136 months. Holy crap. That's insane. Thank you. Held there with the 4 months. Shadow Swift with 87. Shinji with the 14. Kira with 29. Smart Spawn with the 43 months. Zero with the tier 2, 42 months. Thank you so much. Santiago with the 23. Ken Keza with the 9. Belteg with the 10. Junt with the 8 months. And Great AH with the 79 months. Okay, just wanted to make sure I go over everybody. Thank you so much. So it's been a while. I've been coughing my lungs up for the past couple weeks. Wasn't really in shape to do this. Hopefully everything's okay now. We'll go hard. Next month we're probably gonna be doing this marathon over Three Dogs channel since he's helping me out with this one. So we'll be doing all the Metal Gear games in release order, all the Kojima directed games.
You're as good as they said.
From Metal Gear 1 to MGSV. For the next 5 days or so, we'll be doing 12 hours shifts each. So in about 12 hours from now, 3Dog will be taking over. Dell, thank you for the 17 months. Me with the gift of sub to Konami. Yes, much appreciated. All right, so we're here with Metal Gear 1 under the MGS3 HD edition in the menu. We'll be starting from 1987, Metal Gear 1, MSX. RKO, thank you for the 10 months. All right, let's do it. The Wolbachia attack. No, please, not for a while. Back difficulty. Too hard. Alright. Again, thank you for gifting sub to Wind Waking Sam. This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy's base Outer Heaven and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's go over the details first. Make contact with Grey Fox and find the location of the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's use frequency 120.85 for all communications from now on. Over. Fire Danny, thank you for the 26 months. Advanced swimming mechanics. What happens if we call it right away? I think in Metal Gear 1 you can only really call a few areas. Yeah, he just doesn't pick up. This is Big Slosh. The mission is Infiltration. Make sure that the enemy does not discover your whereabouts. Over. And let's see if I can still remember where to go, because I think there's there's a door that way. Every time we enter the screen, we get the same call again. You don't need to answer it. Alright. Crux. You should have the card here. Theme of My Balls. Theme of Tara. Cards. These cards are used to open doors. The card numbers are different for certain doors. Be aware. Okay, so this guy can only see directly in front of him. That's how guards work in Metal Gear 1. I forget. Does it fuck with... Okay, there we go. Let's see. Binoculars. Binoculars. Use these to survey the surrounding area. With these, you can look at distant terrain and check the enemy's positions. Make these binoculars your friend. So, the way it works is, it lets you see the next screens over. It only works outdoors though. I think this proc is bad news. Just like, oh wait, no, I forget what the one with the. Oh, that's right. It's the guard in there, and the middle one that comes out after a while. No, this one's good. It's rations. But there's definitely a bunch of trucks that are a really bad idea to step into in this game. Just set you back or to get you caught. Rations. These are emergency food supplies. Preserve what you don't eat. So we can cheese it a little bit in Metal Gear 1. Every time you re-enter a room, the items respawn. So we can carry our 3 rations right now. Okay, now that we have card 1, we can head back. Wait for this guy. Punch and run. If you punch them, they get stunned for a few seconds so they don't see you. And this way we have the gas mask, card 1. I feel asleep. I'm sleepy. Yeah, they actually fixed the little translation for this. Gas mask, use this in the gas room. What? There's a gas room? But then he forgets to tell us. Later. Low for the tier, 392 months, thank you so much. Yeah, 3 punches, people just get deleted from existence. Okay, so we don't need to go that way now. Here we go, the 3 trucks here. Big ass gun. How to use gun. Handgun. You know how to use this, right? Look for ammunition. Don't waste a single bullet. Over. Actually, one of the reasons Metal Gear became sort of a stealth infiltration game is because the MSX couldn't handle too many bullets and too many flying things and enemies on the screen, which is actually kind of reflected still, because your bullets only have a very limited range and then they just disappear. But, you know, originally back in the day they just wanted to make a shooter game, but due to some technical limitations, it just changed completely to an infiltration game with relatively limited, not that fuck, limited shooting and enemies on screen. And so instead of shooting everything on sight, you are now sneaking around. And originally, the game's title was going to be Intruder. And you would play as a prisoner trying to escape. Pretty much, very much inspired by the Great Escape movie, which is so heavily referenced in MGS3 later. Alright, shift change. Here you go with the elevator. Mr. Kittenzilla with the tier 3, 36 months, thank you so much. Alright, this elevator only goes up. Yeah, cameras. Hey, what's up, Q-Dog? Loco with 103 months, thank you. Watch out for surveillance cameras. Over. The cameras, just like the guards, can only see like 1 pixel in front of them. But sometimes it's still tricky because like Snake's shadow sticks out a little bit and it still gets you caught or something. It's just very exact. Let's see, I don't think we can mess with this yet. Nah. Oh, shoot. Oof. Okay. Shadow Cloud, thank you for the 17 months. Let's go this way instead. It's probably still locked. Yep, one ahead in there. Ammo box. But yeah, like I was talking about, the bullets only go so far. Oh crap, they alert if you shoot here? I guess we don't have the suppressor yet, but that's pretty advanced actually. I guess the guy in the other room alerts. You're supposed to believe that somebody in the other room heard it. What a weird way to get an alert. Yeah, the bullets only go like halfway through the screen, not even, and they disappear. That's just Snake's bullets, so the guard's bullets go across the entire screen, which is really unfair. How can we lose this alert? Oh man, I want to rescue that guy with the alert going on. Let's murder everybody. Oh yeah, the ammo response. Yeah, they actually did alert in the previous room. Quit my rations. I think if we get that guy, it'll calm down. There we go. If nobody's alive to see you, it's the stealth mission, right? I actually haven't been in touch with the MGSCon people in a while. As the time approaches, you know, we'll have meetings with the staff and everything, and we'll figure things out exactly. But yeah, me and Apache will be in charge of the game room and stuff this year as well. All right, now we can start with our. They sort of retained the original idea with prisoners, except now you gotta rescue prisoners. I'm saved! The very first guy you find doesn't really do anything, but these guys are necessary. Because I think it's every 5 prisoners that you rescue. You get, well, some of them give you hints on where to go and what to find next. But they also increase your life and your class, which determines how much health and how much ammo you can carry. And the ammo is especially crucial because you can't defeat certain bosses if you can't carry enough ammo. So you have to find these prisoners. Then we'll get the guest room in here. Casing 3 dogs at 114 months. Thank you so much. The spray with a 30. Thank you. So before we go in, we'll equip the gas mask. And then we'll get a call. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you, you'll need a gas mask for the gas room. Schneider, the leader of the resistance, should be able to tell you where to get a gas mask. Over. So Big Boss has this thing where he forgets to tell Snake about obstacles until it's kind of too late. So, for example, the gas room, the electrified floor, a bunch of other things. He pretends to forget to tell Snake about it, because obviously he's trying to stop Snake, but I guess when it's too obvious and you're already in the gas room, he has no choice but to tell you. So, he tells you about Schneider, because apparently there's some sort of resistance movement going on or Outer Heaven. And he's the leader, so we call him on, I think it's 79. This is Resistance Leader Schneider. The gas mask is on the first floor, to the south. Over. Well, we already got it, but he's kind of a minor character, but he does come back in Metal Gear 2 in some form. Okay, now Snake can only hold the card if we take off the gas mask. So to go through this door, you have no choice but to take some damage. It's perfect. Alright, one of these doors is level 2. Yeah, this one. Oh, look at that. My toe stepped in front of the camera. Okay. There's another guy in here. Thanks for saving me. The Foxhound member that infiltrated this base a few days ago is unharmed. They captured him. There gives a little hint to Grey Fox. And I have to deal with that alert here. How nice of them to drop items during alerts too. Maybe the camera's still keeping it up. That guy. I wonder if there's a call about this. Maybe he'll just talk about the explosives. This is Big Boss. Plastic explosives. You can set these explosives anywhere. Okay. He doesn't talk about the giant rolling pin of death, as they call it. Run. Oh, the range on that punch is insane. He gave me a ration too. Cynic Bang, thank you for the 66 months. And these guys, I think if I just go here, they turn, and we can just run past them. And then if I hurry here, I can intercept this guy. Okay, so in here, we should have card 2. And as there's no numbers on these doors or the cards until you look at them in the inventory, you sometimes have to try every card on a certain door. I think this one just says rations. And that wasn't like so much of a limitation as like it was intended. I think Kojima said something along the lines of, oh, I wanted to recreate the feeling like in a horror movie when you're being chased and, you know, the characters like fumble the keys and try every key on the door to get away. It was a very deliberate choice to not have any indication of what key and what door you need. Oh crap. Oh, that's stuck in the corner there. Alright, now that we have card 2, we can go... Oof. Camera. Okay. And then the cards are one of those things that just got progressively more and more evolved and convenient for the player throughout the series. So it's at the absolute worst here. Picked up remote control missile. I wonder if he still has a call about it. Kojima's always calling you a dumb bitch. RC missiles. These missiles can be controlled remotely. Use these in areas where there are a lot of obstacles. Over. Maybe we can pick up some more, maybe not. Let's see. Those dumb Americans that only play Call of Duty don't understand my genius. Shit, he turned around. We just killed him. There we go. And we have the electrified floor. This is Big Boss. I forgot to tell you. In order to turn off the fuse, you'll have to destroy the electrical power panel. You need an RC missile. Schneider, the leader of the resistance, should be able to tell you where to get one. Well, we already have it, but whatever. Let's call him again. I forgot. This is Resistance Leader Snyder. The RC missiles are in the southwest. Okay. Here we go. This is the very first occurrence of this type of puzzle. They'll come back over and over. Drop so many rations at the beginning. There's a little one door, a prisoner. Oh yeah, he tells us about what's her face. Thank you for helping me. Diane from the Resistance will provide support on frequency 120.33. Diane should have a lot of information about the enemy. Let's see who we can call right now. This is Steve. Diane? If I know Diane, she's gone shopping and won't have come back yet. Who the fuck is Steve? BL Spider, thank you for the 51 months. It's good to be back. I always get this feeling of impending doom and dread when I don't scream for a while. It really sucks. So yeah, for some reason, they put some random sexist remarks every time you call Diane. Oh, she's shopping because she's a woman. Oh, she's showering forever because she's a woman. I don't know. And it's always Steve picking up most of the time. Poor Steve. Because I'm pretty sure that later on in the game, Diane she's supposed to express some interest in Snake. So, Steve, I don't know, I just hope Steve isn't her boyfriend or something. Next we have the box in here. Will do. Run. Now this one's funny because it's a retcon that kind of works itself out. Liquid Lizzy, thank you for 115 mods. Cardboard box, are you moving house or something? See, Big Boss has no clue what to do with the box. Because he wasn't a playable character yet. That's just Solid Snake's thing. Or the retcon kind of works itself out because maybe Big Boss just doesn't want to tell Snake about the immense power of the box. Yep. It worked itself out somehow. There's always the game lore versus the real life lore, the development. The Big Boss not being a playable character, so not having any clue what to do with the box. Okay, we got a little guard rush in here. These guys. Nice short range bullets. Showed bullets. Look how fucking close it gets. It goes only that far. Oh, I wasted all my 50 rounds. And we get the suppressor for that. Oh, I wonder if he has a call about it. This Big Boss suppressor. Attaching this to your weapon eliminates the noise of the shot. Over. Okay. You don't really need... You could just run it and run towards here, which has the grenade launcher, which looks strangely like an MP5, but it's a grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. You know how to use it, right? That's pretty much what he says about every weapon. You know how to use this, right? Okay, we'll need this later for one of the bosses. Here, there's old two doors, another prisoner. Rescued. We can go mess around with the other elevator this way. Why did I wait? Take cover in the box room, then start pouring in like crazy. Hey. Well, oh, this one There's also a safe area. I was gonna say elevators are always safe. If you can run in there, it ends the alert and also gives you a checkpoint if you die. And now we got a bunch of floors to go to. Let's see, the second floor is not too useful right now. We should be able to get a prisoner at least. And we got lasers in here. This guy should fall asleep. So I think in the very first actual 1987 MSX release, cigarettes did not work for the lasers. But in this port of a port, and if you're playing the HD collection, or if you're playing the Master Collection, it's a port of a port of a port of a port. Now the cigarettes do show the lasers. Skyline, thank you for the 45 months. So these quote-unquote modern releases of Metal Gear 1 and 2, they were originally on mobile phones. And then they got ported into MGS3 Subsistence. So that's the first port. And then it got ported into the HD edition, so that's the second port. And then it got ported into the Master Collection, so that's the third port. So it's kind of crazy, like. But it's a really good thing that we got officially released and officially translated, especially Metal Gear 2. It wasn't translated at the time. Back in, 2005, 2006, when Subsistence came out. Otherwise, we'd be emulating the MSX versions with the weird fan-made translations, and the controls are a little clunkier, and there's more limitations, like the text boxes are smaller and stuff like that. And let's rescue this guy. Plus 2, I'm saved. Okay, so now we can carry more ammo and have more health. So this game never came to NES because it did. The NES port of Metal Gear is kind of bad. We played it, last year or something? And I was just raging the whole time I was playing that until I got to the end and I got to the credits. And I saw that the entire team that ported the game to NES is exactly 2 dudes. 2 people. You know, just as many people as the people who worked on the physics in Phantom Pain. And then I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get why it's a fucking disaster. They had 2 people work on the port, and they were instructed for some reason to make it different than the MSX one. Like the music, some of the combat mechanics, the colors, their entire starting and ending areas, and the buildings, the floors are shifted and made into other buildings, and there's a jungle maze, and then there's other things that are just completely different in the NES port of this game that some of you might be familiar with playing in the West. That's all you had in the 80s, 90s, as a kid. The MSX one is just completely different. And yeah, the big computer at the end instead of Metal Gear, that was also apparently a technical limitation of the NES. It was weird. So yeah, if you're playing the NES version of Metal Gear, you didn't really play Metal Gear. You played weird Western released, altered, I don't know, scuffed 2 people for things. And later, Kojima would go about expressing his thoughts on that port, which he had nothing to do with. I think he called it like a joke or a disaster or something like that at first, like the very first time. And then he backed down the second time, like some years after that. Yeah, back down a little bit. Okay, so we can't really open the other doors here. But you know what? It's a good thing because even though the port itself is kind of terrible, it gave rise to the sequel to that port being Snake's Revenge, which in turn gave birth to Metal Gear 2. So it's a really crucial thing that this game got ported. That port got its own sequel, and that sequel was so bad that Kojima was told by one of the people that worked on it to please make a real Metal Gear 2, and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake happened. So the race music, hey, the music is kind of badass in Snake's Revenge, I'll give him that. It probably paved the way for the entire series to become what it became after, so. And these cameras always get me, so I'll hide. Box maybe. Thank you for saving me. That member of Foxhound, Grey Fox, is being held in a secret cell. I have no idea where the cameras are. Lutheran with the 29 months, thank you. Real age with the 53 months, thank you. Has the Mac. There you go. The Big Mac. This is Big Boss submachine gun. You know how to use it, right? Okay. Going to sleepy guards, I think. No. Hello. Another hint here. Thanks for helping me. The only way to get close to the secret cell is to get caught. I forget where the room with the 3 sleeping guards in the mine is. I'm even thinking somewhere else. This game can get pretty confusing with the layout of the buildings, because it's just a giant, constant backtracking, locked doors, and getting lost. Proceeder, thank you for the 103 months. And ooh, I got a donation, but it's not showing up here. What's up with that? Eddie Greenheart, thank you for the 32 months. And give me a second to fix this. There we go. Oh, it was an anonymous donation. $5 to kill Grey Fox. You know, we could actually do that, but what happens is, actually, I don't know if it works in Grey Fox. When you kill a prisoner, it lowers your class. So, it's really bad. Okay, so this is how you get caught. Kind of like an MG1. Take him away. Ah. Well, let's see if we can deal with that, maybe. This is Big Boss. Infiltration accomplished. You just get caught. Find a cell where they're holding Grey Fox. Check the walls. What the hell do you mean, check the walls? And if they really wanted to stop Snake so bad, why tell him how to get out of the cell? This is it. The Big Boss's plan is complete. Snake is locked up. There's nothing else to do, right? It says right there, this is Big Boss, right? But no, Snake is just so powerful that you can tear down the wall with his bare hands. And conveniently, we are connected to Grey Fox's cell. Let's see if maybe we can save save and kill him. Let's see, I've never tried this before. The stupid New Game Plus save always says easy, guys. New Game Plus. I don't know. Let's see how that works. This mountain of pixels here is Gray Fox. Yeah, when Snake talks about rescuing Gray Fox, yeah, this is it. Sounds a lot more epic than MGS1, right? You made it, rookie. I'm Gray Fox. Metal Gear is the ultimate weapon, all-terrain, nuclear-equipped walking battle tank. When it's finished, a nuclear strike can be launched from anywhere on the planet. We must do everything we can to destroy it before it's completed. There's only one way to destroy Metal Gear. And the only person that knows how to do that is Metal Gear's developer, Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar. And he is being held prisoner somewhere inside this building. Find Dr. Madnar. That's it. There's no... You know, I learned a lot from him. I was still green and he showed me the ropes. No, that's it. Oh, we can't kill him. He's invincible. Damn it. I guess he's like a special prisoner. But you can kill Madnar. He's definitely a special NPC as well, and it does the same thing. And I think if we leave, he's just gone. Yep. He got out somehow. Maybe we can kill him before we talk to him. No, it's probably gonna trigger the conversation anyway. If I get close to him. Let's see what happens if I load. Okay, puts me back here. Punch him. You can't kill Gray Fox. I actually didn't know that. He's probably like the only NPC that you can't kill. You can even kill Madnar. I actually didn't know that. Nice. He's just too powerful. Alright, well, if he's so powerful, why couldn't he do this? There we go. Just keep punching the wall. But yeah, he just disappears now. Alright, we got a boss fight here. Sorry, I tried to kill Gray Fox, it just doesn't work. I am the shot maker. No one has ever escaped from here. The salt shaker, and he proceeds to spread salt everywhere. Okay, so to get through this, we gotta punch. It's probably the other door. Punch the door. Oh crap. Maybe it's the closer one. Okay. Run to cover. I punch this door. Get all my gear back. I wonder if there's a call here. Nope. This trash bag with all my gear in it. Recover your weapons and equipment. But if we look through it carefully, we'll see there's a transmitter. Question mark? What? So if we don't get rid of this, guards will be alerted later when we get back to the other areas. We'll just get rid of it. And now we can missile this guy in the face. Or the legs, I guess. Hold on. His hitbox is a little wonky. There we go. Alright, now we have card 2 for this. And get card 3 in here. Probably just... no call. Okay. Get some ammo. Now we're in the basement. With a bunch of dogs. 3 dogs, you might say. Maybe more than that, actually. And one of the weird differences between the original MSX and the MSX port and the NES port is that you can't punch dogs on MSX for some reason. Like on the NES, you can punch dogs, like you can punch guards, but in this, it just doesn't work. The class is how much ammo and how much health you can have, basically. So the more prisoners you rescue, the more your class goes up. Every 5, I think. Okay, well, we can shoot the dogs. I was talking about it earlier. We need the class to carry ammo for some bosses, so that's how the game kind of locks you until you rescue enough prisoners. Okay, so we have a bunch of secret walls in here. You can destroy with explosives. Now Snake can't punch the walls for some reason. They stay destroyed if you leave. Yeah, that's pretty advanced. There's a secret room here. If you just don't know, the game lets you go for a while, but then you have to come back for this. Enemy uniform. Enemy uniform? What? Like a girl's high school uniform? What? Yeah, that's kind of the same thing, but that's true. You also need class 4 to get the items later in the game. This big boss just making fun of the uniform. I don't know. Picked up enemy uniform. So this only works in one specific screen, question mark. Where you have to disguise yourself to get through the door. It only works in that one screen. There's a whole theory of that, Eddie. Have you seen the Outer Heaven logo in the original manual? We don't talk about that one. Okay, so now we can get inside here. And, okay. Shoot, it might not be here. I'm sure it's just another one of those things, like, with no ill intention, they just had no idea what they were doing, yeah. You can poop out of mine when the dog's chasing you. I instinctively go away from the explosive when I plant it, but it actually doesn't do any damage if you stay close to the explosion. So it doesn't matter. Bloop. Gotta go all the way in here and get the Fat Man suit. I'm not sure if it's just when the wall gets caught in the explosion and it doesn't do damage to Snake, or just in general the explosives just don't do damage to Snake. Bomb Blast suit. This will protect you against explosions and strong winds. Here's what we're talking about. Snake doesn't need it, because he already takes no damage from it. But strong winds, though. How specific, oddly specific. That's what we really need it for. Yeah, this is like Snake in his prime. Bomb resisting, wall smashing fists, explosion resistance. Yeah. Okay, now we'll make our way all the way out here. And there's yet another secret room. Come on. Hey, Fuzuria, thank you for the $5 donation. Can we kill Fat Man? I don't know, can you? Is there a vote kick enabled? This door doesn't open right now. But here we have another somewhere. Oh. It's good because we're out of explosives now. There's some more in here. Wait a second, Fatman made another account. Wait, no, I'm blind. I didn't see the underscore at the end. I thought it was another account. Fatman would be the kind of guy to make another account to hide his identity and use the same name. Alright, here we go, back in the elevator from the basement. Now we have card 3. Let me take a quick look here at the first floor. Actually the first floor is where we get out. But we need class 3 for that. Snake, thank you for 91 months. So we should be able to go this way. Oh yeah, that's the way out, but not yet, not yet. Let's go back to... Oh, we haven't been on the roof, huh? Back to the second floor. There's some more stuff at the end here. Sometimes I forget a prisoner or two and it really sucks. Because you're stuck with no ammo. Oh, this guy might drop something actually. Yep. Yes, now we should be able to use the die. Thanks for helping me. Dr. Madnar is being held in the cell located in the inner courtyard. Oh yeah, we gotta do the whole thing with the parachute. The machine gun kid. This is the end of the line for you. Pretty easy. You just barely make it without getting hit. Okay, we should get parachute from here. I think it's level 1. Some of the later doors in the game, late game, are like level 1 just to waste your time, so that you can try every other card first. Big boss parachute. Make sure you put it on before you jump off anything high. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe he's actually trying to save Snake. This one, it connects to the other side of the floor, I think, where the infrared goggles are, which are kind of useless now that the cigarettes show the lasers. So I guess we want to go there. There's... Oh, wait, maybe there's a prisoner. I think we might be 1 or 2 prisoners short of class 3. That keeps dropping rations. Nice. Come on, get closer to my fist. I don't think this path is too useful. Probably just get the infrared goggles out of it. We'll get the call, I guess. Oh, I forgot about these rooms on the way. This is the room with the 3 sleeping cars in the mine. Okay. It's just something silly, I guess. You don't really even need to pick up the mines here because there's a truck before you leave. So there's just 3 cars napping here. Okay, I'm actually glad I checked now because I thought I was on a different floor. So yeah, I don't see it a lot because it's not too useful, but there we go, class 3. There's actually like at least a couple extra prisoners than what you actually need. So you don't need to rescue every single one, but you definitely need to rescue most of them. Thank you for helping me. The only way to get into the inner courtyard is to parachute in from the roof. Okay, so we had that guy tell us that Madnar is in the courtyard, and this guy talking about how to get to the courtyard. I guess what little bits of dialogue and story there are in this game is worth doing. This guy's an asshole. When he spots you, he turns on the electrified floor. But you can also punch that, so I was punching him and the panel at the same time. Nice. But Wall, thank you for the 30 months. And there's the infrared goggles. A Malakathon. I guess you could do a Malakathon. Infrared goggles, these will allow you to see any infrared sensors. Okay, cool. I already have my cigarettes for that. Is this just a level 4 door? This should connect to the other side where we were fighting Machine Gun Kid. But yeah, for some reason it's a higher level door. I'm pretty sure we won't be coming back here, even when we do have card 4. Whoop. Everybody for that, nice. Oh, here we go. Bubble the keys. Okay. Iron Poppin', thank you for the 16 months. That would be one of those instances where if you don't have the right card equipped, you're just panicking and find all of them before you die. Damn it. At least he turned into a tasty ration. Human meat ration. And grenade these guys from here. What is he doing? Come on, go back there. Oh, he made it out. Okay, there you go. Hold on, PDX. I was trying to read your message doing that. You added tranquilizer ammo in MGS4. The end of Act 1 and the beginning of Act 2 is a little scarce on ammo, but there's so many points where you can pick it up if you know where that you never run out. So I guess it just depends on where you are in Act 2, and I can tell you where to find some. You can also hold up enemies and search them. Wait, why am I going this way again? If you do a body check on those enemies, most of them have tranquilizer ammo. So on top of what you can find, you can also search people for it. The very beginning. Okay, well, that's the part that's a little tough. So I don't know if you have more than one save, but there's some tranquilizer ammo at the very end of Act 1 before we get into Act 2, so if you can go back, it's in the lockers in the little destroyed building in the last area of Act 1. You know that 2-story building with the guy that sometimes hears your footsteps when you go there, and there's some lockers. Those lockers have ammo. If you can go back, if you can somehow make it past all the stuff in the beginning of Act 2, the next ammo would be right after the Rose Call, where Campbell introduces Rose. There's a little crawl space in the mountain rocks there where there's ammo. So in between there, at the end of Act 1 and the call with Rose at Act 2, I don't know, maybe you could search people for it, but that's usually where I get it. Also, after you get that ammo, you can, if you keep going towards the exit of that area, there's a guy kind of like on a hill that you can climb onto. And if you search him, he also has ammo. It's kind of a waste to do a whole run just to get ammo, but if it's New Game Plus, at least you can buy all the emotion rounds from Drebin, which you have to do on lower difficulty. So I guess if you're gonna do that anyway, yeah, you might as well. But I find that even if you start with 50 tranquilizer rounds, you always end up being pretty low by the end of Act 1 or 2. It's really just a matter of going a little bit out of your way to get that ammo at the end of Act 1. Well, my brain went into MGS4 levels for a second. So, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, we're getting out of the first building. Now we have Glass 3. Roof. Hey. Parachute and roof and bomb blast suit. So if we don't have that equipped, I forgot to tell you, there's a wind barrier on the roof. Look for a bomb blast suit. A wind barrier, like a giant fan pointing at the door that just doesn't let you go. So we gotta put on the bomb suit here. There we go. Hey dude, what's up, man? Thank you for the tier 2 90 months. Yeah, at this point with all the other stuff that happened, who knows if he was really just trying to stop Snake. Oh, he really did forget. That would be fair. That would be totally possible. I mean, he kind of forgot he had clones for a second. RC missile. Let's see if we can pick up some more. I don't know, I never really had a problem with people waking up in 4. It's a lot more forgiving than like 2. Oh shit, you actually... Okay, you gotta do a stream. You gotta do a pachinko stream. Man, if you could somehow reverse engineer it to have a video output somewhere. Because that thing's... I mean, it has a built-in screen, but it's gotta have like a video output, right? Somehow. Baked into the circuits or whatever. If you could reverse engineer that into an actual HDMI or something, that would be crazy. Well, I guess you would miss out on all the other physical parts of the machine, so maybe not. Yeah, you might as well just point a camera at the whole thing. BJ, thank you for 80 months. Japan. Oh, there's another guy I don't really need right now. Thanks for saving me. If you have a parachute, you can jump off from the edge of the barrier. Okay. From now on, all MGS3 streams will just be a pachinko VOD. Sorry. It's the superior version. I wonder how much it would cost to bring Dim and ship the The Pachinko to MGS Con, yeah, I know it's Apache slot, but Pachinko is just funnier to say. Okay, so I got the wind waving the bridges around here. It's actually kind of advanced. If you fall off with the parachute, you just end up somewhere else in the base. You have to backtrack. But if you fall off without the parachute, you die. You didn't equip it there. Actually, it's probably better to die and get a continue than backtracking. It's 50 pounds. Yeah, that's why I was thinking, well, I wonder what it would take to ship it to LA. Can you imagine having a fucking Ninjas 3 Pachinko at MGS Con 3? Yeah, that. Nice. The people lining up to Pachinko. And then you gotta have some way of like repeatedly getting, I guess there's like a key or something, repeatedly getting the balls, are they balls, out of it to keep playing, right? That would be insane, how the Pachinko there. Okay, so just automatic alert. These guys on jetpacks here just flying all over the place and they immediately alert when you get here. Oh wow, I didn't know you could fly the missile through the crates here. It's a lot easier than going around because sometimes these guys will get in the way of the remote control missile. Oh, they're not gonna stop coming in here. Mine detector, so we can get the call. Oh, okay, that's how it works. I was wondering how you just keep playing it. Mine detector, this will allow you to locate mines. No shit. Okay, the roof is just constant chaos. Alerts. Might as well make a run for it. And then suddenly, Hind, which at the time did not have the technology to take off. It just sits there and shoots sideways, but you can stay in this little corner and it will be a safe spot. Let me see something. Because Diane never picks up, but yeah, I think she picks up during boss fights, that's right. Ah, she's actually there. This is Diane. The Hind D can be brought down with the grenade launcher. Bye. That's why she doesn't answer. It's always Steve, if you call outside of boss fights, I think. Alright, well, we just sit in this corner and spam grenades. What do you know, the helicopter blades actually have a hitbox in this? Unlike a certain other game. It's so advanced. Okay, that's it for the Hind. The Hind is also one of those things that got replaced in the NES version. For some reason it got replaced with like Twin Cannon boss or something like that. I forget what it's called. Twin lasers, twin cannons. I don't know, maybe you just couldn't do it. Okay, so this is where we jump off with the parachute and get a cutscene. Damn, Kojima always putting cutscenes in his game or too long. And then the dogs wake up. Let me in there. Oh, actually, that's a level 4 door. Okay, I'm gonna have to temporarily join the ATF and kill all the dogs. And here we have a minefield. If we just stay to the very right of this and then press left, we'll go in. We need card 4. And where the mines again. The truck on the left is one of the 12 trucks that you don't want to get into. I think it sends you back somewhere. And the dogs came back. The 3 dogs, you could say. This was where Madnar is. It was being kept, but Dr. Madnar, was I too late? Snake realizes he was too late because the cell's empty. And we get 2 dogs. And the guy in here. Thank you for helping me. Dr. Madnar was just transferred to Building 2. Building 2 is located 10 kilometers north of here. You make it sound very far. I think there's another building. Like the entire game basically takes place between 3 buildings. Okay, so we're back here. We're near the very beginning. And wrong truck. Sorry guys. They make it sound like it's so far. 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 100 floors underground. But what it really is, just a few screens. I guess I will stock up on the mines. So for each class, I can carry 5. So 3 we can carry 15. Which is how it works. If you want to defeat the tank ahead, it requires 11 hits. So if we only had class 2, we'd only be able to carry 10. And that's how they force you to find prisoners. Let's see. Yeah, there's mines. There's more trucks you don't want to enter that way. Mines. More mines. And then there's a food truck in the desert. See the tank already shooting from a few screens away, which is kind of cool, I guess. Ooh, until it hits you. And in here we can stock up on rations. Just abuse the system here. So we should be able to carry 9 now. Okay, let me see. I think I gotta fuck with my mic settings. Okay. And every time I unplug things and plug them back in, the settings just scramble themselves. Okay. That's kind of cool that the tank's shooting from a couple screens away, because it would have that kind of range. A little silly sound it makes. And then we gotta put mines in front of it. The tank just goes back and forth. And only put down 3 mines at a time. And you step in front of it, tries to shoot the main gun. I guess maybe if you're close. Oh, why is it not doing it? Ah, I thought it would shoot the main gun when you get in front of it. And sometimes it really trolls you, like not going on the mines. Come on. Ugh. I'm not sure why it's not shooting the main gun. Oh, there we go. So when you go in front of it. Maybe it doesn't do it every time. And then, oh man, what the heck? Hold on. Hey, we are at what, 9 now? And if you get run over by the tank, you die immediately. I think even with rations equipped. Alright. this is the screen where we gotta use the enemy uniform. Only works here. It seems a Fucktown is trying to infiltrate the base. Whatever you do not let him through. This is Big Boss. Inspections. Wear the enemy uniform and infiltrate. Let's use frequency 120.13 for all communications from now on. Okay, the uniform doesn't actually change Snake's appearance, it is equipped. Go on in! They were just talking about not letting anybody through, but yeah, the uniform, we're good. Alright, this is building 2, there's a lot of stuff to do here. First, we'll, oh shoot, I hope that's enough grenades, could be enough. Maybe, there should be some ammo in here, actually. Oh, what the heck? It's just ammo in here, probably because of that. Alright, so when you come out of here, there's a guy looking directly at the doorway, so I'm out in the box. And wait for him to turn. Okay. The next boss a little bit tricky, because you have to basically almost die to get it. The dozer in here. You just spam grenades until it's almost too close. Ooh, okay. Does Snake have any dialogue besides this is all Snake come in when he calls somebody? Well, at the end, he reports that the mission's successful. It says no big deal, no big deal. Yeah. Even though he got betrayed by his unit, his commanders, somehow he still calls somebody on the radio. And he's like, yeah, job done, no big deal. That's, I think, it's really all he says. Okay, so we got lasers in here and stuff. Let me think, which way should we go first? Card 4. I think we can go either way. Second floor or the other side of the first floor here. There's just a bunch of key items everywhere. So right now, crap. Ah! Right now the radio doesn't work. So the first thing we can do, maybe actually we can't. Is this a level 5 door? No, it's level 2. Okay. First thing to do is get the antenna here. This Big Boss, they are trying to jam our signal, but we are okay on this frequency. Over. Okay. So the radio is also, or I should say the transceiver, is also a key item in this building. So if you don't have that antenna, you can't call. You can't get some stuff later. That's one thing that we needed. Yeah, he says mission complete, no big deal, job done at the end. It's funny. I think there's a prisoner on the right. We don't really need that right now. Oof. Hey, Fairy Light Green, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Good to see you. The antenna. The second floor is the most involved one. It might be the most involved area in the whole game, honestly, the second floor. This building. And so the elevators only go one direction, so this one only goes up. And if I want to go back down, I gotta go across the entire floor I'm on and find the other elevator that goes down. So we can't go to the basement. We don't want to go to the second floor yet. I think. You know, just way too much stuff. I'm missing right now. So the roof which is just like the building 1 roof. It's just complete chaos. As soon as you step in there, just alert that you can't avoid. We'll just kill some people and get some prisoner in here. I'll do. Thank you for helping me. Dr. Madnar is in the underground dungeon. Okay, so now we're getting another hint where he is. Hey, Luke, thank you for the 49 months. Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? Let's grab rations. More chaos here. Just run. I don't know why the roofs have to be automatic alerts in this game. Jetpack guys flying all over the place. And then here we should be able to get card 5 with more people in the way here. No punch. Leave me alone. Okay, now we went across the roof and into the other elevator. They're still pouring in the room. Just run. Alright, now this elevator only goes down. So now that we have card 5, we can go, actually we'll go directly down all the way to the basement. Go where it all goes. Okay, now we're in the basement, and this is Resistance Leader Snyder. This is the start of the gas room. I could swear there's some way I played this before. Or maybe I went to the basement too early or something. He didn't have that call until the second time that you could step into the basement. But now I just did it the first time. I don't know. I think there's a prisoner on the... wait. No, the prisoner's on the middle here. Thanks. Okay. So I want to put on the gas mask. Get through the door. This room I think has either a prisoner or a ration or something. Yeah, prisoner. At this point, yeah, this is way early. I usually get class 4 a little bit later, like on the second floor. Thanks for helping me. The only way out from this floor is to find the north elevator. Okay, so now we have enough prisoners. There's still a few you can rescue, but you don't really need them. And here, they tell you that Madnar is in the basement, but if we approach carefully, you fell into my trap. The real Dr. Madnar is on the second floor. Dive, walks down, and then whoever this guy is, he proceeds to not only tell you where Madnar is, but also kill himself in the trap thing that opens under him. So I don't know who that was, some sort of disguised person, but I don't know, that's his one appearance. He doesn't really do much. But yeah, if you don't know that that's gonna open, I guess it can catch you off guard. Yeah, he just goes in it, never to be seen again. And we had card 6 in here, which we can use to get out. Then gas mask again, and then card 6 again, and we have the fire trooper. I'll burn you to a crisp. I don't know what Diane says about him. You can use pretty much anything on him. Oh, it's Steve. This is Steve. Diane, not you again. You better stay away from Diane. Well, that wasn't too useful, but yeah, I knew Steve wasn't feeling it. This whole business with Diane and Snake. Oh, well, we'll just go to the side and destroy him. There you go. And we're back on the elevator. It only goes up. Now we have cards 5 and 6. So let's go back to the first floor. Get more stuff here. Hey, Dollar Bean, thank you for 119 months. Good to see you, dude. Oh shit. That never happened. Forget about it. Okay. You just float on the water with the box. This way has a prisoner, which we don't really need. Actually, if I go down, there's a flashlight, which is another key items you kind of need. You don't technically need it if you know where to go exactly down to the pixel. That's kind of a pain. This is what, level 6? It'd be amazing if the box actually let you float and not take damage when you're underwater. Flashlight, you know how to use this, right? It's kind of like a weapon call. Down here is the way to the elevator to go down, but we don't need to go back to the basement. I don't really need to go that way for a while. We already got the antenna. Okay, so I think we're done here. And we can go to the second floor now, which is really involved. Lots of stuff to do there. Probably gonna get spotted because the guard pattern is also kind of tricky. Let's try it. Step up here. Oof. Oof. Okay. That worked. Let me just sit in the corner here for a second. Guy looks at me. I think this is level 1, and we got Bloody Brads here, or the Arnolds. Okay, so I guess we'll go talk to Madnar first, do things in order, even though we could already get the rocket launcher. I want to say this is level 2. Shit, no it isn't. Oh, it's also level 1. Heh, okay. Okay, so this is the way to the real Madnar, finally. On the left is a room with some ammo and a forced alert. I won't deal with it right now. Or maybe the forced alert is on the way out of the room. Or maybe you can just use a box, I don't know. Okay. Here he is, a dirty old man. I am Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar. My daughter Ellen is a hostage. Unless you help Ellen, I won't tell you anything about Metal Gear. Ellen is being held in the basement of Building 1. Please help her. And even though we rescued him, he's just a dirty old man. He likes to tie himself up and be rescued by Snake over and over. Right, we freed him. Then if you go back in, he's tied up again. Come on. He just likes being rescued by Snake. Okay, well, he's not too useful the first time. So now, you don't really have to talk to Madnar if you know where to go and what to do. but like I was saying, what little dialogue there is in this game is worth doing. I guess it was level 1, that's right. And we can get other stuff here before I forget. Is this the level 2 door? Yes, there we go. Oh, I almost saw me. Oh, I guess I would have to call Diane already. Gee, I wonder if it's possible to get, what is it, the compass before getting the rocket launcher. Probably. Actually, let's try it. Okay, so I would have to let me get the antidote here first. The first time I tell you about her is right next to the rocket launcher room. But I want to go in order and not get it. I just get this thing. Let's see if there's a call about it actually. Nope. You guys are everywhere. Hey, Mango with the 48 months. Thank you. Okay, level 5. Let's stop this chaos here. I want to see if it works. I've never tried it before, and there's absolutely no reason to do it, but just curious. This guy tells us about Jennifer. Thank you for saving me. You should be able to contact Jennifer from the Resistance on frequency 120.48. Jennifer will provide you with direct support, but she's very proud. Unless you're really high class, she won't respond. So if you don't have class 4, calling her won't do anything. So if we call her here, she will prepare the rocket launcher in the room to the right. But she also opens this door here, this way. So I want to see if we can do that first. When's Rising? I don't know, when you're streaming. You can stream Rising. Or maybe we can make like a sub goal for Rising. God, all these people. What the fuck? They're so chaotic. That reminds me in the NES version. When you get spotted, the guards don't go crazy all over the screen like that. They just follow you in a perfect file of 3. It's silly. Okay, so this door will never open with any card, no matter what. So you have to call, not Diane, you have to call Jennifer to open it. But we still haven't picked up the rocket launcher, so I wonder what she's gonna do first. Maybe if it's based on the area you're in, she'll just open the door. Oh, okay. So she can open the door first. Nice. That's weird. It's the first thing she did instead of the rocket launcher. A sub goal for Apache to stream Rising. He doesn't get a say. That would actually be a lot more interesting. Because I don't know, you guys know me and my opinions and my experiences with any of these games, but Apache is just, you know, a lot of a breath of fresh air on some things. I'm pretty sure your PC can run Rising. I am pretty sure. If the shitty server I was renting last month could run it. We'll play on Xbox. Is it even on Xbox? It's gotta be, right? Yeah, no way. It is. I think there might still be a few games that Apache is not too familiar with, so it would actually be really interesting. Ooh, I almost walked into this guy. But it all comes down to availability, yeah. We're totally not gonna kidnap Apache and strap him down and make him play things. What the heck was his door hole too? Okay, so I want to go in order, and I'm not gonna get the rocket launcher yet. So instead, we'll go. We'll go to the elevator that only goes down to level 4, 5. Okay, close enough. And go rescue what's her face. This guy should fall asleep. They really should have made it so it was like Ellen and MG4 instead of Madnar. It would have made a lot more sense for it to be his daughter instead of Madnar being 150 years old and dead. And MG4 somehow comes back. MG4. So we want to go to building 1. So we gotta get out on the first floor. Wait, no, there's a better way to do this. The basement. So we can either go back through the desert, where we fought the tank, or through the basement. The two buildings are connected. If we destroy the next couple walls or so in here. We'll just go all the way here. Hey, what's up, Awesome Possum? Sorry if I'm missing stuff in the chat. Sometimes, guys, when playing Metal Gear 1 and 2 especially, it's kind of hard to keep up with the chat. Because it's just constant chaos and things you gotta do in these games. Which freaking level is this door? 5, there we go. That almost would not be worth the time if the rations didn't respawn. Because now every time you go in there, we're gonna take damage. I guess we'll stop here for a couple seconds and get a few more of these. Even though it does damage, it's worth it now, so we can carry, what, 12 rations now. Well, we could always have viewer stream rising. After Eli and the truck. Thank you for the 9 months. Okay, we're good for now. Rations. Oh no, my controller broke. I guess you'll have to use a keyboard and mouse. Okay, there's this wall here to destroy. And then we got these traps here. The correct answer was, I am typing on my phone. Dark area here. This is Diana. You okay? Look out for traps. Bye. Doesn't say anything about it being dark. You'd think it would be one of those things a big boss forgot. Alright, we'll equip the flashlight. And Now, usually when I die in this game, it's here because these traps can be bullshit. Nope. And of course, even if you touch the very edge of it, you die instantly. Run! Holy crap, that was close. The last one's tricky because you gotta beat. Okay. And then you can also take this path on the way back. But yeah, that's really tricky the way they place those two. Because you can only fit exactly in the middle. If you touch the edge, you die. And just to waste your time, another level 1 door. Just so you fight every single card you have. 4 dogs. I guess 3 dogs is outdated. Now we have 4 dog. And finally, it's actually kind of crazy that this game can handle 4 dogs. Because I think it can only do 3 guards. But there's 4 dogs. Nice. Hey, Bass 109, good to see you, man. Thank you. Help. And she is behind another wall here. There we go. Thank you. My name is Ellen Madnar. I am Dr. Madnar's daughter. The forcing my father to create Metal Gear. Please, hurry and help my father. I kind of want to blow her ass up, but whatever. We'll just let her disappear. Probably lowers it class 2. So now we can either go back through the desert, going through building 1, elevator, desert, or we can go back through the room with all the traps here, which is a little tricky. But let's see, I can do it. You gotta bait the one on the left first, and then go right. Okay, nice. Oh god, I'm scared. No. Where is it? Oh shit, there it is, okay. No. Oh god, okay. Okay. Run! Holy crap, it was so close. Okay. Nope. Also nope. Holy shit. Okay, nice. You just barely make it. Is it over yet? Okay. Nice. Didn't die. Usually die there once or twice. What am I doing? Gas mask. Hold on, it's too early to tell. There's another trap here. And I don't think we can go around that. I have to run down before it opens. What's this way? Oh, ammo. Cool. Kinda wish I picked up a rocket launcher now. That's okay. Actually didn't die through traps this time. And now we gotta go back to building 2. Well, I guess technically we are already under building 2. There's some point in this path they connect. Let's not die to the gas. Okay, now we can go back to... Oh! This elevator doesn't go up. How silly of me. That's the elevator that only goes down. Yeah, I thought something was weird going that way. Now we gotta take the other elevator where we fought Fire Trooper. And it's not too far, I guess. Okay, now we can go to the second floor again. First floor, really have no business there right now. Okay, second floor. We can go talk to Madnar again. Oh, I can't believe that worked. Nice. Level 1 door. Shit. Another level 1 door. Hey Scotty, thank you for 84 months. Good to see you. Wait for that guy to turn. Level 5. 6, rather. And he tied himself up again, but you know. And Dr. Drago Petrovich Madnar. Metal Gear is 20 kilometers north of this building. It's located 100 floors under Building 3. They make it sound so far. There's only one way to destroy Metal Gear. Attach plastic explosives to the legs of the unit where the armor is thin. The sequence is blah blah blah, whatever. So you gotta do it right, left, right, and only the right or left leg will take damage in this specific order. And he doesn't tell you the last one. After that, I don't remember. You have to attach 16 stats. Of course, it means we have to have class 4 to carry more than 15, otherwise class 3 is 15. And you also need one of the plastic explosives to get there. So when you can carry 20 at class 4, you'll actually have 19 by the time you get to Metal Gear. So you can mess up a couple of them. The card gets you out of Building 2 is with Bloody Brad. He's vulnerable to attacks from a rocket launcher. It says he's vulnerable, but there's 2 of them. Good luck. I'm just gonna save for no particular reason. Alright. Here. Which leg was that on again? Right or left? So I killed him because I just had to, but see now my class went down, which is a huge problem. If I were to just continue the game now, we would have to find yet more prisoners, and sometimes there really just aren't enough to get back to class 4 and be able to carry the explosives and find the rocket launcher and stuff. So while fun, it's not really a good idea to kill Madnar. It's also a time paradox. Oh shit. This is where the checkpoint is. Damn. I somehow managed to get there with no alerts. Now we're back here. I thought it'd be right outside or maybe inside the room. Oof. Watch that guy on the right. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I knew it. Viewers are working for a big boss. Or even worse, Big Slosh. Yeah, maybe Maybe we should take it easy. Maybe we should just go home. I've also explained the lack of rising streams. Viewer probably has a secret stash of Cuervos at home. Okay, I guess we'll talk to him again, blah blah blah, okay. The Bloody Brand. So, most of... maybe not all of them. But the boss... oh, god damn it. The boss names were also changed from the original Japanese release. And some are pretty similar, but the Bloody Brands are just completely different. I don't know why they did that. Maybe copyright reasons? Because originally they were called the Arnolds. And of course, given this Terminator-like appearance, open the door. They're big, bulky robot guys with sunglasses and a black jacket. See? The Arnolds. But I guess they changed that because maybe, I don't know, running into some sort of issue with a name? I don't know. So, oh yeah, we don't have the rocket launcher yet. And it's just perma alert here right now. Okay, so... god damn it, these bullets, they suck. Get him! Come on, oh shit, I almost grenaded myself. Look at this guy dodging all the grenades. Ah, finally, peace. So if we first enter this room here, there'll be nothing in it. There's just a table with nothing. So we gotta call Jennifer. This is Jennifer. I'll prepare the rocket launcher for you. Come and get it. And now the rocket launcher spawned into existence. Let's see if Big Boss has something to say about it. Nope. This is also the weapon that will kill him, actually. Or Big Medic, if you go by 30 years of retcons. It's the only thing is vulnerable to. Alright, but first we need ammo. You can either farm this guy a little bit, or maybe we'll check out that room on the left, the other area. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get an alert. Yeah, 2 rockets isn't gonna do it. That open room there, it doesn't matter, we're gonna get an alert anyway. Big slosh. Ammo. This is a good time to use the machine gun. Oh, they can do 4 guards, that's right. I thought it was 3 for some reason. Might be thinking of them just 1. Yeah, they just bite you when you get in there. At least the alert ends when you kill them. So much ammo. Okay. Walk into the bullets. I'm trying to find a nicer way to say that. And Gears 3 is Metal Gear for normies. You couldn't be more accurate, but people have no idea what you're talking about when you say that. I need to find a better way to convey the message. Level 1. Okay, now we can rocket the Arnoldson phase. The first place. And we get car 7. Now we can finally get out of this floor. 2, 3, 4. I thought it was 2. No, it's 5. Okay. Oh my god. Reading down his neck. I didn't even know this was possible to get this close without alerting someone. What the fuck? Holy shit. Nice. What's up, Biz? See you, dude. Thank you for the 39 months. Looking forward to stealing more of your video adapters this year. Where do we want to go? We want to go to the first floor. Biz, I want you to know that DisplayPort HDMI adapter that I stole from you, I'm using that right now. It's helping the stream. All these freaking graphics cards with display ports. Isn't there crap here somewhere? Hold on, I'm getting paranoid. Maybe, okay. Maybe it was on the other side. Okay, now we have card 7. And the antidote. And the compass. We can get out of this building temporarily. We'll have to come back. Move. Okay, now we have another desert. This one has lobsters in it. Wait. Land lobsters. This is unrealistic. Big Boss would have eaten all of these crabs. I mean, scorpions. Lobsters. Does he say anything about it? No. I forgot to tell you. There's some scorpions in there. Okay, Diane, actually. I was afraid Steve was gonna pick up again. Use the antidote against the scorpion poison. Okay. So ideally, you don't want to get stung, but... oh, never mind. Of course, as I said that, I stepped on one. So now we might as well make a run for it. It will do damage until you eat the antidote. And you also need the compass across the desert, otherwise the same screen repeats over and over. So it's kind of a smart way to simulate Snake getting lost in the desert. If you don't have the compass equipped, the screens repeat. And then as soon as we get close to the last building, chaos. There's an alert, there's a million trucks, people shooting from everywhere, and then Big Boss telling us to get in the truck on the right. Except if we do that, it will take us back like at the beginning of the game. At this point, Big Boss is getting desperate and he's trying to stop Snake from advancing. If you ignore him and go in instead, this one you can kind of see a little bit more easily that it's a trap. Now it says enter the door on the left. If we do that, this level 1 door to waste your time again. And if we do that, you'll see that there's just dead end with a trap. Run away. So at this point, he's just trying to get Snake killed very desperately. Instead, we'll destroy the wall here. More traps here. Never really truly free from these until... Oof. That's usually how I die. And we'll have to do a couple more times. Now we gotta take the 100 floors down that Madnar was talking about. Take the elevator 100 floors down. Thankfully it isn't actually 100. It's just a few screens. Now we're really close, but there's just a little bit that we need left in terms of key items. This is Jennifer. There should be an oxygen cylinder on the other side of the wall. Okay. How do we play a portable ops emulator? Although there is, I used to have, there is AV port for the PSP that you can actually turn into RCA cables. So the PSP does have a video output, and that's how I played it a couple of times, but it was just miserable. Because not only do the controls and the resolutions and the frame rate suck on PSP, but when you have the cord plugged in, the port for that is at the bottom left, I think. And it's like an L-shaped cord, and it just sticks out. So you're trying to hold this PSP with this thing sticking out of it too. It's so bad. I still remember like having to fiddle with that thing sticking out of the PSP, which is already awkward to hold. And then sometimes if I moved my hand wrong, it would lose signal. It was so bad. Anyway, on the left here is the way to Metal Gear. On the right, let me see if this door is level 7 or 8. Ah, it's probably level 8. Because this door contains a spoiler. Wait, no, actually... Fuck. Killed by the laser camera. Of all things. But yeah, these cameras, they don't alert. They shoot laser beams. Man, I was hoping to do no continues for this, whatever. Hey, at least we got to hear the game over music. So actually, we should include at least one game over. It's called Just Another Dead Soldier. Yet Another Dead Soldier, something like that. It's the music that you hear in VR missions as well when you fail the mission. Like many of the tracks here got remixed and reused in VR missions. Just Another Dead Soldier. Okay, let's get that again. I wonder if he has a call about it, because he's probably not too happy that we're here. Yeah, he's not picking up. So this is a we can get past the water. We can get past the deep water. That's swimming, diving. Otherwise, you can't get to the other boss fight. Yeah, that sucks, dying to the freaking camera like that. Alright, so now that we can dive underwater, we can go all the way back. Damn, it just locks you in here. Maybe this way? Ah, it's a dead end. Okay, then you have to be quick about it. Oh. Come on. Damn. Run. I keep messing up and getting stuck in a corner. Got chaos going on here again. Run, run, run. Put the compass again. I don't really care if I get stung by the scorpion, so just make a run for it. This 7. Take the antidote. Now we can dive here. Get to the next boss and the last card. Why are you guys talking about piss? Hold on, it wouldn't be Metal Gear if people don't talk about piss constantly, that's right. Oh shit. Piss and shit. Yep, okay. Anyway, we need to destroy that. And... one door, getting to waste your time. And we want to call in here some Schneider lore. I know who the Outer Heaven boss is. No way. The Outer Heaven boss is... Oh no! He gets taken away before he can say it. Punch that. Somebody keeps reinstalling it. It wasn't Steve, it was Schneider. Damn it, Fat Man, are you even a real Metal Gear fan? You don't know the difference between Steve and Schneider in Metal Gear 1? Come on. Speaking of which, let's see if Diane picks up. She probably will during the boss fight. Or maybe Steve will. Okay, so this one could be a little tricky. Because he's got hostages. I am Dirty Duck. His original name was Coward Duck, which is a little funnier, I don't know. Go ahead and shoot, if you dare. Ah, that's right. This is Jennifer. Dirty Dog is card 8. My brother is among the captives. Please don't kill him. If anything happens to my brother, I won't help you anymore. Let's see what Diane or maybe Steve have to say. Hi, this is Diane. The only way to win without killing your allies is to use the handgun. No, it isn't. Pretty sure it isn't, but... I guess I can see why she would say that. No, we'll just face tank it and slowly shoot one at a time. Okay. I guess you could do the same with the machine gun if you don't shoot too fast. No, actually, she might be right, actually. Because I think the machine gun goes to the side even if you slow fire. I want to test it now. No, it doesn't. Only if you fire fast. Okay. So we get card 8. There's also a trap here. I hate those things. Thanks, man. I'm saved. Thanks for saving me. I'm Jennifer's brother. When you make your escape, climb the ladder on the left. Okay. If you accidentally kill one of these guys, you're better off just jumping in the trap and getting it continue. It's not worth looking for more prisoners. And what do you know, they reinstalled the panel again. Alright, now we have card 8, and we can, oh shit. We can go to Metal Gear, but first we'll resupply. I'm thinking that the hostage Jennifer in MGS2 is probably too young to be the same Jennifer. Kojima probably saw a cool sounding American name for a woman and kept using it in his game, yeah. That's probably what it is. I don't think they're supposed to be the same Jennifer. Alright, so we'll restock on explosives here. If I can find the level of this door. 6, okay. A year of time, thank you for 25 months. Alright, so we're maxed out on those now. Usually I kill this guy a million times to get rations. And yeah, sometimes he drops ammo too, sometimes he doesn't drop anything at all. Lately I've been actually going back to the food truck in the desert to get ammo, to get rations, but the truth is I probably don't need that many rations. It can be a little tricky to get Metal Gears. Basically, every obstacle you've encountered in the whole game so far will be on the way to Metal Gear, will be repeated. There's a little bit of everything. There's mines, there's gas, there's electrified floor, there's the fake walls, there's low-level doors, there's the cameras. Maybe we'll do one more. Come on, give me one more. Damn it. Okay. Let's try it at 7 rations. Might be okay. So now we got rations, explosives, card 8. Card 7 to get out here. Oh yeah, because we also have the desert on the way there, so it's basically -1 ration. If I can maybe avoid these guys. Oof, oof. Go away. Oh, stupid thing doesn't shoot to the side enough. Fuck it, just run away. Oh yeah, and there's all the gunfire and the alert when you get close. Okay, we're gonna hit me here. Okay, we got the traps. Let's close. Okay, I think we're good now. 100 floors down. Somebody remind me what Big Boss says in the Master Collection, because I think they downgraded it. Surprise, Master Collection downgrade. So when we step into this screen here, we'll get a call. This is Big Boss, Solid Snake, abort the mission. Return immediately. He's just desperately trying to stop Snake now. So he says, this is an order. Turn off the power on your PlayStation, Register Trademark 3, at once. But what the fuck does he say on the Master Collection? Because I remember it was downgraded in some way. Since the Master Collection is on PC and Switch, Xbox as well, they didn't bother putting the name of each system in the Master Collection, so he says something generic like "turn off your system," turn off your device. I think I was really disappointed when I saw that because they actually bothered to do this for. Because the HD collection is also an Xbox, right? And then these were ports of the phone versions of the MSX games in the first place. So I wonder what those say. Does it just say turn off your phone? I just think it's a neat little detail. And of course, in the original, it said turn off the power in the MSX. It's a neat little detail that they bother with for these re-releases, and the Master Collection just ugh. But yeah, the whole thing with the kernel telling you to turn off your console in MGS2, it all started here. The fourth wall breaking. It's lost media. Damn. I guess that would happen with phones. Turn off your device right now. And more laser cameras here. Just keep running, they won't hit you. And we got level 8 card. And I think this is a gas room. No, yeah, it is actually. And then that's a fake door into a dead end. So we gotta destroy the wall here. And then there's a trap here. There's a little bit of everything we've encountered so far. This is probably one. Yeah, to waste your time every time. Now this room has both gas and mines. So yeah, no, that does way more damage than the mines. We'll just take a mine to the face. And then eat a ration. And then could this also be level 1? Yes it is. And now we've got, see, here's another difference actually from the ports that we were just talking about. This is Jennifer, you're just gonna have to make a run for it. As long as you have some rations left, you'll be okay. So they tell you to just run across it and taking damage. But in the original versions, or actually even in the phone version, there's a hidden panel that you can destroy somewhere to the left of this door. But for some reason, it didn't make it into the MGS3 version of this, which is what we're playing right now. I don't know if they didn't know about it, and somehow it was required knowledge in order to put it into the PS2 and PS3. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hey, Hobo with a 10 gifted sub. Thank you so much, dude. Good to see you. Hobo always gifting a bunch of subs. Thank you so much appreciated. But yeah, I tried repeatedly to hit the spot and it's just not there in these PS2/3/Master Collection versions. So yeah, we just have to run. Let me see. Ooh. I think we'll be fine. Even if I take some damage from suddenly Metal Gear. And Metal Gear doesn't do anything. It's just laser cameras there to hit you. Let's see what calls we have here. Nothing. Come on. Big boss, come on. Nobody has anything to say about Metal Gear. Come on. Nope. Okay. Well, I guess we already kind of got the briefing about this fight from Madnar. So now it's a matter of running across and planting explosives on the legs in the right order, which is... This is the only thing that I look at notes for, because who the hell is gonna remember that? Are you even a real Metal Gear fan if you don't know the order of explosives on the leg? Okay, so it's right and right. Then we got left, right. I always wondered if you place it exactly in the middle, would it count? But it has to be exactly in those 4 squares in the middle. It's probably not that easy to do. Okay, so 2 left. And then we got right, left. Shit, I got confused. 2 left, left, then left, right. And then right, left. Left again. And then right. The last one Madnar doesn't tell you about, you just have to guess it if you're doing it properly. And then, as soon as Metal Gear is destroyed, Big Boss turns on the self-destruct sequence. Emergency! Self-destruct sequence for Outer Heaven has been initialized. All personnel are ordered to evacuate immediately. And now we got a timer at the bottom, which, curiously, if you eat the cigarettes, not smoke, eat, because if you just equip them and smoke, nothing happens. But if you eat the cigarettes, like a ration, the timer goes up. Because reasons. I don't know. You get more time by eating cigarettes. It's really unique. They can only do it here. Maybe Snake just perceives time differently with cigarettes in his stomach. Maybe they're the same cigarettes that he carries into MGS1. They were just there the whole time. And then some rocket launcher ammo in here. Actually, okay, we got enough. And there it is. $1, Snake. I've been just blabbing you. I'm just bringing the Madnar down here now. Leader, or rather having big slosh. Not big slosh. It's him. It's Kiefer. 30 years later, this got retconned into not actually being Big Boss, but Big Medic. So we gotta read this in Kiefer's voice now. I hear already. Thinking I can use it as well to the rest of the world. Well, you're a do-gooder and do-war. Golly me. I'm gonna leave you with me. Prepare to die. Oh, we got a call here. No, Metal Gear 2 already explains how he survives this. And even in this game, at the end of the credits, you see that he survives. So what the fuck was the point of that? That wasn't the main point of the whole Big Medic thing. That was just like a little detail in the story that was convenient. Yeah, the real point of the Big Medic thing was, of course, yeah, the whole player self-insert thing before Kojima got out of there. But we'll get there. I don't know how to defeat Big Boss. Now it's all up to you, Solid Snake. This is Diane. I wanted to tell you. Never mind. Be careful. So was she trying to express her feelings for Snake there? What about Steve? What slut? I guess that's what I'm called there. So the only thing that can hit Big Slosh is the rockets. Look at him go from mobility 3. So we're supposed to believe that he has the horn and the prosthetic arm here. Yeah, sure, okay. I'm Big Slosh. So he dies for real, I guess. That's it. No more Kiefer. Like Jennifer's brother was saying, take the ladder on the left when you make your escape, because the other two are dead ends. And that's it for Metal Gear 1. Snake just escapes into outer space. An explosion. Nuclear mushroom in the background. And then he calls somebody, I don't know, because Big Boss just betrayed him. This is Solid Snake. Metal Gear has been destroyed. Operation Infiltration 313 was a success. No big deal. Job done. That's all. No big deal. I'm coming back now. Over. This is Radio K&K. We have a special news flash. The day before sunrise, a large earthquake was recorded in the vicinity of Galsburg, South Africa. Presenting the staff of Metal Gear. And it's kind of cute to do the credits in the codec, actually. Now we get the post-credit twist or conversation. I don't know what the deal is when 313. Yeah, there might be something about that. And then of course we see that on the tape in Phantom Stain. Game design, Hideo Kojima, that guy. Man, some intern, porting staff. Oh, I guess they added more credits for the ports. Hey. So you actually find out in this game that Big Boss is still alive. It's just a post-credit twist. And then Metal Gear 2, it gets a little complicated. There's a call that technically explains how he survives, but it's a bit of a inside joke of a call in the development process at the time. Yeah, I wasn't feeling well the past couple of weeks, so we haven't done twin shits, but we might still do it. Maybe a little late. Alright. Can you hear me, Solid Snake? I'm not dead. Someday I'll get even with you. Someday we will meet again. I should have read that in Big Slosh voice. I don't know. Because even if it is a real Big Boss, like, it's still voiced by Kiefer. And then, yeah, people look at it different ways. Like, oh, the one on the radio is Big Medic, and one on the field, or the one on the radio is the real Big Boss, and the one on the field is Big Medic, or it's just Big Medic the whole time, or who knows. That's just up for interpretation. It has no meaning or no consequence whatsoever. But yeah, like is always the case with this series, people like to speculate on things that are not really explained or shown off screen. You can do a Big Boss run of Metal Gear 1 and 2. It's just a lot more involved. I always get Deer, because I guess Deer is somehow a bunch of kills, but like low stats for everything else. It's probably what it is. I always get Deer. I do this. I guess we don't need to save. So, on to Metal Gear 2. And unlike Metal Gear 1, which is a little rough around the edges, what the hell? Why does Twitch have two categories for Metal Gear 2? One is actually for Legacy Mobile Device 2004. What the fuck? So Twitch has a category for Metal Gear 2 1990 and Metal Gear 2 2004, but they don't have one for the actual port that we're playing. Twitch has a category for the Metal Gear 2 phone port that I was talking about, with 16 followers. That's crazy. Why would they do that, but not for the actual port that people play? Yeah, I just went to try and change the game there, and it was showing two of them. That's wild. That's wild. That has two categories for it. Anyway, like I was saying, Metal Gear 1 is a little rough around the edges. Metal Gear 2 is like probably one of the best damn things in the whole series. The way it's improved is like right there with MGS1. So a lot of people sleep on these 2D games because they're old, because they're 2D, because they're a little rougher to play, a little clunkier, or get lost all the time, or whatever. I would suggest at least Metal Gear 2. Give it a real try because it's just so much. It's a crazy improvement, and it's damn close, if not better, than certain things that came later in the 3D games. Like the movement, the graphics, the music, the controls, the characters, the writing, like the level design, like everything is just insanely better. And a lot of the level design elements that we see in MGS1 are in Metal Gear 2, and they were kind of born as a 2D level design thing. And some of them you could maybe even almost say that they work better in 2D than they do in 3D. So Metal Gear 2, just gem, just masterpiece. Do not sleep on it. What is that unholy link in the chat? What? Oh, is that the phone version of it? Okay. That's crazy that Twitch has a category for the phone version, but not the other versions that people play. Yeah, that link is just way too long. And like I was talking about earlier, Metal Gear 2 came to be because Metal Gear 1 got ported to the NES, and then that spawned a sequel called Snake's Revenge, which we do not talk about right now. And somebody, one of Kojima's co-workers, or somebody that was working at Konami at the time, um, talked to Kojima about please make a real Metal Gear 2 because they're having me work on Snake's Revenge. So one of the people that was working or worked on Snake's Revenge, they met like on a train on the way to work with Kojima, and that conversation they had then and there gave birth to Metal Gear 2, which, like I was saying, is one of the